So foreign exchange, what is it? Before we answer this question, we need to go over some basic definitions of the current account, the capital account, and the balance of payments. So let's start off with the current account. The current account is defined as an important indicator about an economy's health. It is defined as the sum of the balance of trade, goods and services, exports less imports, net income from abroad, and net current transfers. The capital account is defined as the net result of public and private international investments flowing in and out of a country. The balance of payments is defined as the difference in total value between payments into and out of a country over a period of time. So now that we have those under our belt, what is foreign exchange? Foreign exchange is when there are two countries who use different currencies and they want to trade with each other. So there's a market for the exchange of their currencies for each other's, and they need to trade them in order to be able to buy goods and services from each other's countries. Let's say country B makes computers and country A makes telephones. Country A uses dollars, country B uses euros. But naturally, they won't accept each other's currencies for the goods and services that they produce. So there's a problem here. They each want their own. So, in order to get country B the dollars and country A the euros, there needs to be an exchange. And in today's world, you could use a credit card and pay online, and that works fine. But we want to be able to buy them directly from the country. So, if country A wishes to use dollars to buy country B's computer, they need to go to the bank and exchange their dollars for euros. They can then exchange the euros for the computer, and the trade is made. So exchange rate. Exchange rate is the value of one currency for the purpose of conversion to another. So what that means is basically how much money it will take to convert your dollars, let's say, into any other type of currency you wish. If a bunch of people want a currency, say the dollar, the exchange rate will rise. But if only one person wants it or a few people, the exchange rate will drop as demand has fallen. So what affects exchange rate? The exchange rate can be affected by political instability, war, interest rates, or inflation, just to name a few. So let's start off with inflation. If inflation goes down, the currency is worth more, so the country's purchasing power increases, and they can therefore have all the goods and services that they want for a lesser amount of their currency than they used to pay. Interest rates. Interest rate is how much money you can make, or how much money will appreciate if you put in a certain amount of money into the bank and take it out years later. And this attracts investors if the interest rate is high because they will have a larger return on investment. Political instability and war. Let's say there's a government and a bank, but a bunch of people don't like the government and go to war and overthrow them. They can then turn the country's currency into something that's worth very little or nothing at all, and this is worrisome to investors who don't want to lose money. So we've learned about the current account, the capital account, the balance of payments, exchange rates, and what affects the exchange rate. And all of these things are components of foreign exchange.
Created using Powtoon.